Sigmund Freud's Levels of Consciousness by Garth McCaleb. Sigmund Freud was born May of 1865 and died in 1939. He was the father of psychoanalysis. He was a physiologist, medical doctor, psychologist, and influential thinker of the earliest 20th century. Much of his work was thought of to be strange because of the importance he put on the unconscious mind and infantile sexuality and repression. Today, we are here to talk about his theory on the levels of consciousness in the mind. The three levels of consciousness are as followed: the conscious mind, which is about 10% of our mind; the subconscious or preconscious mind, which is about 75% of our mind; and finally, the unconscious mind, which is the largest part of the mind and has no limitations of what and how much it stores. An easy way to visualize the levels of consciousness is to think of an iceberg. The top of the iceberg is the conscious mind, which is about 10% of the iceberg. The rest of the iceberg is the underwater and is the subconscious mind and the enormous unconscious mind. The conscious mind contains all thoughts, memories, feelings, goals, and wishes of which we are aware of at any given moment. Memory is not always a part of the conscious mind. They can be retrieved from the subconscious mind easily at any given time and brought into awareness. Consciousness is the state of mind that we are at any given moment and aware of it. It is the thoughts that you are having right now, whether it is about this presentation or what you had for breakfast or dinner. The subconscious mind is where memories and known knowledge is stored. It is a storage unit for the conscious mind, and the information can be retrieved from here when called upon. For example, you might not be consciously thinking about the last time you were in your practicum class, but that information can be pulled to consciousness easily. As a teacher, we need to be aware that sometimes memories can be very powerful for a student and can bring many emotions along with it from the unconscious mind. Being a caring and loving teacher is important so that you can support and nurture your students as these memories come to consciousness. The unconscious mind is where memories, thoughts, feelings, and information that is too painful, embarrassing, or shameful for the conscious awareness is stored. The vastness of the unconscious mind is that of any supercomputer that has been built. Although the information in the unconscious mind is unavailable for conscious recall, Freud believed it played a powerful role in the conscious mind's well-being and behavior. He linked physiological distress to unresolved feelings of conflict that were outside of awareness, and many of his therapeutic techniques he used focused on bringing the unconscious thoughts to consciousness to be dealt with effectively. An example of this would be something that happened to you as an infant that was very traumatic, like verbal or sexual abuse. These unconscious thoughts would in turn affect the way you act when something triggers a memory of the event. The result could be some sort of panic attack or not liking someone because you have a bad feeling about them, but you are not sure what it is. Another example would be when you are in a new relationship and mistakenly call your new partner by your ex's name. This shows that there is unresolved issues in the unconscious mind for your ex or the new relationship. This mistake is generally called the Freudian slip-up. As teachers, we need to be very aware of the unconscious mind of our students. The enormous amount of memories that are waiting to be triggered and come to their conscious mind with no control is a roller coaster. One moment they are thinking about playing with their new puppy and how much fun it is. Then a memory of a dog that attacked them at a much younger age comes to them and they are scared and crying, leaving them unable to learn. In this situation, a teacher needs to be able to love that child and know them enough to calm their emotions so that they can begin to learn again.